Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma England and we have been reading through my book, The Dragon's Wish. Right now we're on chapter 15, and in our last chapter, chapter 14, we saw Sevrin finding the dragon in a trap and freeing it, and the dragon gave him a wish. And with that, let's get into chapter 15. The heart of even the most stalwart of men quivered in fear when faced with the Drakkon woods at night. A long-standing rumor, which is why King James had not yet laid claim to these lands as part of his kingdom, held that this place was a haunt for dragons and monsters, all lusting after human flesh. But Galloway was no mere man. He was a knight, preparing to become a knight of knights. No wood held fair for him. This forest is bountiful and pleasurable, he smirked to himself as he waltzed through the brush, skirting trees and listening to the call of night beasts resounding through the darkened shadows. I will lay claim to it as soon as I take the princess as mine. 'Twill be my personal hunting ground. If there are monsters lurking in its depths, well, more's the better. He rubbed his hands together in anticipation. But before he could lay claim to these lands, he had a task to accomplish. That afternoon, Galloway's squire had informed him his trap had sprung. Fortuitous timing, since the princess had forced him to reveal his plans for capturing the dragon should the trap fail, which meant all the knights had the dragon's gold shining in their eyes. Surely when they noticed Sir Galloway laying claim to the dragon's carcass for himself, they would ask questions and demand some of what was rightfully his. Not to mention he would have to share the glory of the kill. Oh, curse Desimone and her quick mind! This was why women should be silent in council, if they were allowed to sit in council at all. Still, it all worked out. The trap had been sprung, and the dragon was as good as his. Once he had the tools to become essentially invincible, his true quest for glory would start. Galloway smirked and raised his torch into the air. This would be the easiest battle he would ever have to fight. My lord, forgive me. Galloway's squire tottered beside him, hands trembling as he gripped Galloway's spear. Are you sure you won't wear your armor? You will be facing a dragon. A small one to be sure, but man's armor cannot hope to stand long against a dragon, Corlin. Galloway didn't slow his stride as he spoke. Should I face the beast out in the open, I would undoubtedly have to wear it. But for this endeavor, I must have all my dexterity. The armor confines me. Corlin gave a small whimper. Galloway gave him a smile. Poor lad. He'd become Galloway's squire a year ago, and had not yet toughened his mettle. Fear not, lad. By now the dragon would have worn himself out trying to escape. All I have to do is finish the deed. What a deed it will be, sir! Corlin, encouraged by Galloway's bravery, looked up at him. Surely this will prove to all how worthy you are of the princess. That is a plan. Galloway pushed through the brambles, separating him from the clearing where he had laid his trap. He froze. The clearing was completely empty. Corlin stepped up beside Galloway. What happened to the dragon? I saw it here myself. Clenching his teeth so hard his jaw popped, Galloway strode into the clearing, eyes scanning the scene. The grass had been trampled where the dragon had lain, and dried blood had stained the grass, but there was no sign of the creature. Even the sheep he had used for bait had vanished. All that was left were the remains of the net and the battered piece of metal which used to be the trap. Impossible, Galloway said, his voice low and dangerous. He stooped to pick up and examine the net. Look, Corlin, cut, as with a knife. The beast was more dexterous than I had deemed. Confound the blasted creature! It will not escape me! Galloway hurled the remains of the net on the ground. Woe to the dragon when I get my hands on it! It will rue the day of his hatching! After giving the trap a savage kick, he spat on the ground where the dragon had lain and turned on his heel. Corlin trotted beside him. Galloway marched all the way back through the woods toward the city. He almost wished some wild animal would attack him at this moment. He'd rip it apart before it could muster a howl. Anything to relieve the intense anger coursing through his veins. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and ring the notification bell. And if you know somebody who would like these videos, please share it with them. If you want the book, the link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.